All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging in there with us.
We had some technical difficulties, somewhat, not really.
There we go. I can hear you better now.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little bit.
My toe fucking hurts, dude.
Yeah, I noticed you took your shoe off at the break. How's it looking?
That was a little red spot. We're good.
A little red spot?
We're good.
All right, so you perioded through a little bit.
A little bit, but I have a tampon over it, so
okay,
we're good.
good.
You know, when I used to wrestle, and like if you got a bloody nose, I always used to cut a tampon and have it shove up your nose to stop bleeding. It worked really well.
Well, I mean, they were made to absorb blood.
Yeah, but like you just never, I never would have thought to put a fucking tampon on my nose and shit. What's up, Rye?
It happens.
We got Rye, we got fucking random chick.
Coltrane's back on, some loser soul seeker.
Yeah.
But
Loser.
well, I mean, you had a pretty hectic 6 o'clock hour, huh? You had to go running to dinner, and then
My
you had to
fucking
deal with a bloody toe.
toe was throbbing.
How'd you drive?
It kind of sucked on.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know what this part is of your foot. Heel? No, it's like yours back here.
Like the ball
Yeah.
of your foot?
Yeah, that's kind of what I drove with. It sucked, dude.
Thanks for the Frantones. I'll pay you back for that, by the way.
Don't worry about it.
It was a fundraiser, right?
Yeah, it was fundraiser. Oh yeah, shout out to Frantones. That was for RBA baseball, which is weird that they do the fundraisers in Downey, but it's a Pico.
Frantones ain't dumb. They'll take all kinds of money anyway. The uncle of the child who the fundraiser was for reached out to me on Instagram. We're friends now.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't hate. For the record, I don't hate all firefighters. I just hate the fact that
Ryan, come down with some pizza, bro.
the fucking boot. I hate the boot. And
What's up, poker god?
Boot was right in the middle of the damn. Right after we had that fucking conversation. The next
That
day,
shit was
they were
hilarious.
mocking me.
Candace told me about that too. She was like, dude, I saw the boot, blah, 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 blah. And then sure enough, I saw that motherfucker too. I was like, dude, that's crazy.
Validated.
Yep.
I asked him if he was going to do it. He said, no, I'm not going to do it. I was like, good. Would it be, if he does, would it be fucked up if I just went out there and heckled like, boo? I'd be the dick booing the fireman, huh?
Yeah, I think you'd get beat up.
I don't think
you'll get world starred.
I don't think I'd get
World star.
I wouldn't get beat up. At least not by the firemen, because I think that conversation would go around like,
Firemen just went around beating up people.
yeah. But I'm thinking about it.
Some Japanese kamikaze came in and
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. But Frantones was good. Thank you so much.
no worries.
I have Benihana coming up soon too.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier for all our listeners how much Benihana is great, but they're just straight being ninjas about my discount. So
Not your discount, your son's discount.
yeah, I guess for the birthday discount. When you sign up with the Benihana Chef's Table program, you get $30 off on your birthday. And they give you kind of like a month to use the coupon and all that kind of stuff.
I need to sign up more things like that for my birthday. I don't do enough.
I think that's the best one. Like Starbucks gave me a free drink on my birthday.
I don't drink coffee.
What else did I get? Harbor Freight gave me 20% off on my birthday. But
Obviously, I don't do well with tools.
that's true.
Fucking drop the damn dartboard on my foot.
But
Hey, right guy, I hope you're able to come by Sunday, dude, because I'm going to fuck you up with some darts and some shuffleboard.
if he can walk,
If I can. Well, I don't need both feet to play shuffleboard.
I don't know. You need both feet to put the dartboard up. You don't think you need both feet to throw? And even at that, the dartboard got the best of you.
It did. I'm going to fucking throw the darts all hard at it and shit. Fuck you.
So let me tell everybody the story about how this went. On your birthday, if you sign up for the Benihana birthday club or whatever it is, you get $30 off your meal, right? It's basically the only reason I go to Benihana, because it's a little overpriced for good food, but it's a little overpriced.
Every time I heard Benihana, I always think of Wolf of Wall Street, and he's like, fucking Benihana?
But I took my son, and my son's 8 years old, and he did the Kabuki Kids thing. It's like the kids menu. It's like $15. He went through that steak like he hadn't eaten in weeks, and then proceeded to eat like most of Yvette's steak, most of mine, and that's when we realized.
Has he not ate in weeks? Is this something you want to tell us?
No, not at all. And if I did, I wouldn't tell it on public airwaves.
Gotcha. But you'll tell
Yeah.
the fact that you stick your dick up your girl's ass.
That's different. They can't take my dick away in court.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
It might be rape, but
That's a different story.
yeah.
So I took him for my birthday. I got my discount. Cool. So his birthday was coming up towards the end of the year, and I figure I'm having to pay for an adult meal for this kid. I might as well sign him up for the same program. But they wouldn't let me because he's not 13. You have to be 13 to sign up. But what Benihana doesn't realize is that my kid doesn't eat off the kids menu anymore. Like, it's too small. He wants more food than that. So they offered me the Kabuki Kids, which the kid eats free with the parent, but he doesn't want that meal. So I'm either left eating a kid's meal, and he gets a full fucking size steak, or I pay full price for him and me on his birthday, and it's fucked up.
Do they card you? How do they know?
You have to show ID.
But he's fucking 13 don't have IDs.
I don't know what they would do if you brought it there. That's a good question. You know, next Monday, I have an appointment with Benihana. Reservation. I'm going to dinner.
Oh, I was like, all right. I don't know where you're going with this.
I'm going to ask them. I'm going to be like, look, if I bullshit his age and I say, I mean, obviously he's not 13.
He might have a rare disease where he looks young.
He's got the Gary Coleman thing?
Yeah, you don't know.
Might be. That might work. I don't know. It pisses me off. I'm buying a full fucking size meal for an 8-year-old. And don't get me wrong, he finishes the fucking $30 plate of food.
I wonder why they do that because, like we were saying earlier, or I was telling you earlier, if they were like, okay, obviously if he's under 13, he can get this steak or whatever. Like, why can't they just credit it towards a full, like a full meal?
I don't know. Like, give me the kids value.
You should tweet them, bro. They will probably respond to you.
Yeah, with ninjas and ninja stars and...
Yeah, you'll be like, I'm one of you. Don't fucking...
Oh, that's true. I would... You know what? Probably even if
I bring my own chopsticks.
I could just, like, catch them. I could catch them. By the way, I ordered chopsticks for you.
For my place. Now,
Yes.
now I have a chopstick holder
With chopsticks. With chopsticks. The question, though, is, and I want to make this very clear, I want to know who uses the chopsticks. Like, I'll use them, but they're not whore chopsticks. Like, they can't be used by every broad you bring home.
Yeah, I don't know how many Japanese girls I'm bringing over.
That's really racist, bro. Mexican chicks know how to use chopsticks.
Show me one.
Here?
Exactly.
Wow. We'll find
I
out.
don't bring any girls over that. No, I'm sure the girls know how to use chopsticks.
I was going to say.
They play with my dick, so they have to know how to use chopsticks.
They're used to thin little sticks,
Yeah.
bro. And the last time we had Chinese food last week, I went to my truck and I thought I had chopsticks.
That wasn't really Chinese food, though.
No, it was not.
It was Panda Express.
Right. And then as I was walking out, I passed by one of your neighbors.
The Asian dude that smokes cigarettes?
Yes. And I was so tempted. So tempted.
What would you have done if he didn't have him? Would you have been that guy we were talking about earlier that like judged him? Like
Totally.
like
Totally.
You don't fucking have chopsticks, bro.
First off, dude, I've seen you at Hawaiian Gardens. Like, you're Asian.
And he's
you're
one of those.
smoking.
And he's one of those guys that fucking puts his foot up, like,
Yes.
and he's playing poker and he's eating chopsticks with one hand.
He's eating the pho from the side. Yeah, no, it would have been him. I also passed by one of the Asian girls that lives here, and I thought about asking her, but I kind of felt like
Okay, so
I stopped,
if you have, okay, I'm sorry, go ahead. I have a thought. I have
ask
one
me.
extra ask.
Do it. Go.
So, are wooden chopsticks to you guys the same way plastic forks are to us?
No, I don't think so.
Do you guys wash those?
Yes, and save them. Because here's the deal: those fucking chopsticks work so good for all kinds of other shit.
Like putting them up your butt?
No, they're too sharp. They poke.
I'm sure they're not that sharp.
I'll give you an example. Sometimes you'll have like that water bottle that you want to like scrub out, but you know, you got to use a stick to reach in there and like scrub the bottom of
Yeah,
it.
don't they make like?
What?
I want to say there's a thing like a wire with like a.
Yeah, go buy one. They're like $3 where you can steal a set of chopsticks from the Chinese food restaurant and it's free.
Okay, I'm just asking.
No,
bro.
I'm just telling you. Once you get a set of like wooden chopsticks where you're like, fuck it, I gotta throw these away. They're useful for so many different things. You know that little like awful gunk that builds up at the bottom of your toilet? Like that little gunky, scaly stuff. It looks like hard water. You can scrape that off with a chopstick. It works fucking good.
Do you use the chopsticks after that?
No. No. But I also don't use my good chopsticks. Let's make some.
So there are good. I guess that's what I was getting at. Is
are there good chopsticks?
Good and
Fuck
bad
yes,
chopsticks?
there's good chopsticks. There's like, just like there's fine china, there's fine chopsticks. Like,
Is there bad China?
Yes.
That was opening for you to make a joke about Chinese people.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be racist.
You've been racist against Chinese people for fucking years.
They're such pieces of shit. They don't even deserve racist comments.
Jesus. What questions do we have?
No, well, I was going to tell you a story.
Oh, what's the story?
It was kind of about the Chinese man that I passed by, and I don't know if she was Chinese, but
How do you know he was Chinese?
I don't. But he looked like a piece of shit.
Because I don't know when people are Mexican, Salvadorian.
Hey, listen.
Fucking, I can tell they're Dominican, I guess.
You want to know
Or
if they're
Puerto
Chinese?
Rican.
Do they look like pieces of shit? Then they're Chinese.
Fucking racist.
So, anyway, after I passed by the little...
I don't even know what to say to
Chinese
that.
man, nothing.
So, okay, I was thinking of something. I'm
Okay.
sorry, go ahead, go ahead. I know you've been trying to tell the
No,
story.
no. Go for it.
So I was thinking the other day how, like, you make racist jokes against other Asian people, right?
I only speak the truth.
Okay.
I ain't joking.
And I would say for the most part, like, Hispanics can talk about other Hispanics, like,
Oh,
jokingly.
fucking Mexicans are so racist as shit.
We are. We really are. I really feel like if I had to be at heart, like,
Yes.
I mean, I guess overall white people are probably the most racist, but I want to say Hispanic people, especially like older,
Yes.
like mothers,
Old
and-
school Mexicans.
Yeah, they're fucking super racist.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
but what I was getting at was, if I had to have like a pyramid,
Uh-huh.
okay, and like people that can be racist.
Oh,
like,
I thought you were going racist, like who builds the pyramid?
No,
I was
no.
going Jew.
No,
No? Okay.
no. I meant who can talk about like everybody. So like at the bottom of the pyramid would be like white people can't be technically say like any kind of racist joke.
Yeah,
'cause they'll be considered racist.
You can't
Like,
even be proud of being white, because if you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, white pride.
Yeah,
people
it's
are like,
looks
whoa,
bad.
whoa.
But then at the top of that is like black people can talk about anybody, and I don't think anybody's ever gonna stop them. Like they can joke about Mexican people, they can joke
Yeah.
about Asian people, they can joke about white people, and no one's ever gonna look at them like, oh, you're racist. And I feel like that's the top of the pyramid, and it just goes down. Like I don't know who would be 2nd, but then you could talk about everybody below you. You know what I mean? And then and I don't know what that number or what how that pyramid looks, but I know who's on top and I know who's on bottom.
Yeah.
And how do you fill out on the middle is I'm interested in.
The saddest part is that Jews aren't on there at all.
They're I think they're right next to.
No, they're building it. They're building
All right, what was your story?
So
Do you get my concept though, at least?
I do. It's kind of like no. I get it. Part of me is kind of sad, like because you should be able to joke about anything, but you can't joke about shit nowadays. Like I know if this show was sponsored by a major corporation,
Which it probably never will be.
and that goes to what I'm going to say is they would never allow us to make those types of jokes. But the truth is, like, 95% of our audience would be laughing. Probably more than that. You'd probably be looking at 99%. 1% would be offended.
Those are the people that would be outraged.
Outraged. So furious. And it's like, it's funny. Like, you have to be able to joke about yourself. But when I was on my chopstick hunt last week,
Not your Easter egg hunt. Your
It was
chopstick.
no, it was chopsticks. No, we don't have Easter bunnies. We have chopstick bunnies. That was weird. I was walking out and I passed by this smoking, gambling Chinese man. And then...
Because he probably does go to the casino.
No, yeah, dude, I swear to God. Him or... I've played poker
Baccarat.
against him
Ah!
or like 5 people that look exactly like him because they all look the same.
That's so fucking terrible, but probably true.
But I'm walking out, and I had to go out to my truck, and I was parked on the outside of the gate, and I'm walking through the middle of the street, and this like Chinese girl, and she was Chinese. I know for a fact because she was a piece of shit. I was passing by her, and she looked at me and was like,
We're gonna have an anti-Chinese fucking group wanting to fucking shut down our free podcast.
"It's possible." Have you? Okay. Side note: go back and watch Tombstone. You know the Wyatt Earp movie. When they first get to Tombstone, the guy's introducing himself. Hi, I'm sheriff of this county, blah blah blah, and I'm the head of the anti-Chinese immigration league.
Well, it was okay to be racist back then.
Super racist, yeah.
Well, what about even in Billy the Kid? The guy tries to kidnap. The guy, he owns a Japanese woman or a Chinese woman.
I think it's Chinese. She's
I guess it's okay then.
Yeah,
according to you.
it's okay. It's not a big deal. Anyway, so I passed by this younger Chinese woman, and she's super friendly. Hi, and I was like, hey, how are you? And I almost asked her, like, hey, are you like Ping's daughter? Because if you are, you don't have chopsticks. But if you're not, if you're part of another house, you might have chopsticks.
Did you just call him Ping?
Yeah, I don't know. Make up a name.
Like-
Pong? Fine. Pong. Fine.
Does he make the fucking golf ball or the golf clubs?
Pong. Okay, whatever. Ping Chang. We're going to just make up a name. Ping Chang. And then I talked to, as I was walking by her, Ching Chong, and I was going to ask her. But I kind of felt like, fuck, I'm this weird, bald-headed Japanese,
half Japanese.
cowboy-looking dude. Like,
Were you wearing a cowboy hat too?
no, that's why she could see the bald. But the Japanese people have done some pretty shitty things to Chinese people, like during World War II and then like 200 years prior to that, continuously. So I figured maybe it's not the best idea to approach a young woman in the middle of the street as the sun's going down. So I said, yeah, I'll just kind of walk by.
What's the best way to approach a woman like that in the dark
With your penis out.
where she knows you're not trying to kill her?
With your penis out.
I'm sure that's not the way to do it.
No, you walk by with your penis out, just beating your meat, and then she knows you're a fucking creep and not a murderer.
And to run away from you?
Well, I mean,
You're more Harvey Weinstein than you are fucking
Jeffrey Dahmer or Ted Bundy. Yes. I mean, I'm sorry, ladies, prove me wrong here. If a dude is standing in the corner just beating his meat, he's a creep. You walk away, but you're not worried about being murdered.
How
Right.
how hypocritical is that though? If a guy was doing that, he'd go to jail, right?
What, beating his meat?
In front of outside, like in public.
Oh yeah.
He'd go to jail.
Yeah.
But if a woman was doing that,
Mhm.
not beating her meat, obviously, but
Mm-hmm.
but revving her fucking clit,
Yeah.
guys would embrace it.
Okay. You're right.
Depending on the woman, obviously.
Yeah.
But I would say depending on the man too.
That homeless chick that's not wearing shoes that like throws things at passing traffic, she's going to jail.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
right.
I think it's a lot about the audience.
I'd probably break out some popcorn and watch the lady throwing shoes at it and watch her get arrested.
Possibly. I watched a girl take a shit one time because she was a homeless lady.
Yeah, exactly. See, flicking her bean.
That's it. Yep. I love that saying, by the way.
Flicking her bean.
Licking the bean.
I can picture that right now. Some lady like just
Just a homeless lady
and throwing
just
some like
throwing
sandals and
shit.
shit,
It's,
or chunkas as they say in fucking Japan.
yeah. It's not so much that you're watching to get off. It's just like, this is a fucking train wreck. What's going to happen?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I might get off too, but I'm willing to try.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But, you know, ladies, we're reaching out to you. As
Reaching
guys.
too.
Well, yeah, a little bit. But what is the best way, if you're walking down the street at night, as a guy, and this is honest, we're taking the joking aside, it's really awkward for a guy who doesn't want to murder, rape, and eat you. Or
I might want to eat you out.
different, yeah, maybe a different order, but it has to include all three things. How to pass by and not be the creeper dude? Like, do we just stare it down and walk by? Because I feel like that's more creepy. I try and make eye contact and be like, "Hi, how are you?"
What's funny is that I'm pretty sure that makes people more creeped out because they're like, "Why are you talking to me?"
Oh my god, fucking eye contact and human interaction that doesn't go through social media.
You should-
What a fucking weirdo.
You know what you should do
Dance?
airdrop him a picture and just say hi.
That might be it. Is
Because
that
that's
creepy though?
technology.
Maybe that would get through. I don't know. You've come across this feeling though, right?
What feeling?
Walking down the street, a woman's walking towards you. Hot or not?
Yeah, you gotta give him that little fucking stupid smile, little.
Hi, how are you? I'm not a murderer.
You guys don't smile, I'm talking about little.
Yeah.
Little side, like.
I'm just trying to get home. I'm not trying to murder you. But I don't want to talk to you because you're not that hot. I don't know.
Well, even if she were that high, I wouldn't want to murder you.
Sure. But if you were that hot, I might
talk to you.
It might be easier to be like, oh my God, like, excuse me, wait. And then figure out some way to talk to them. But I don't know, it's just, I always feel like when I walk down the street and I pass by a woman, she's assuming that I'm like a murderer. I was going to say creep, but that would be right.
Yeah, that should be 100% correct for that.
No, I'm talking like murderer, like skin-wearing Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs creepy.
Eating her fucking liver like fava beans.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. I love that part. I know that's creepy. I don't know, ladies, let us know. We're two halfway decent guys who...
You're more halfway decent than I am.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, no, I don't know. Decency is that's a loose
a relative term.
Yeah. We just want to fucking walk home and we don't want to get maced.
When's the last time you walked home? Exactly.
It's been, I mean...
What,
from Uptown?
You walked home from Uptown?
I live in Uptown, so it's not like a 1-2
Is it
blocks.
far? Oh, it's not that far?
Yeah, no, not that bad. I don't know.
The I'm constipated smile. Exactly. See, she knows what I'm talking about.
I just... I feel so like... Okay, that's the other thing. I feel so, like, demeaned. When you're walking, you're like, hi, I'm not a murderer. And she's like, Like, fuck, bitch. Like, I could fucking murder you right now. You best watch yourself. Like, show some respect.
What's funny about that constipated smile? That same smile I see when I haven't seen someone in a long time from high school.
Like, hey.
You're just like kind of like,
hey.
kind of.
Yeah. Hi.
Do we have any questions from the fans?
We have a couple of questions. We have a couple of things we should go over real quick here. Just to close on that one, let us know what we're supposed to fucking do. And like, don't be demeaning. Like, I'm not a murderer.
I would say the people that we know are pretty. Well, I don't know. They're cool with us, but they're probably fucking jerks with people they don't know.
I hope so. But I'm also that guy that some people don't know. You know what I'm gonna start doing? Like, hey, I'm not a murderer, and walk by. Like, now you're fucking uncomfortable. Fuck you. I have to give the constipated smile. Hi. Now you're gonna wonder, is that guy really a murderer? Fuck that. Anyway, I have a question. We have questions. We have questions to go over. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for wanting to take separate vacations from my husband?
Speaking about yourself?
You're a dick. No.
I think
they don't let me. I'm not allowed to call him my... Oh, by the way, side note on the husband thing. My office decorated my desk for my birthday. Pink streamers, princess balloons.
Oh, dude, HR.
Rainbows and unicorns everywhere. The one open gay guy came up to me and he goes, save me that princess balloon. I was like, oh, dude, like, he said it jokingly and got me. I was laughing so hard, but trying to hold it in, and I was crying. And it's not fair, like, I'm not allowed to make that joke back.
That's where the pyramid comes into play.
But it's good to know that I could, like, he's cool enough where I can kind of, and probably not like publicly, like, hey, in a board meeting, like, look at this fruit.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was like, save me the princess balloon, I was like, he left me like speechless. I had no idea, no clever comeback, no joke I can make. I was just like,
because he came back at him and he wouldn't want to be with you.
I was like, you got me, like, fuck, you caught me off guard. Like, it was funny, didn't expect it, but now it's on. Like, all right.
Now you know that
there's a line, like
that line's been pushed.
It's been pushed a little bit, but
hopefully you don't push too much of it though.
Well, I mean, it just depends on if the line is vertical or horizontal, but it was all respect to him. It was funny. He got me so off, like a little uncomfortable. He got me like, fuck, I can't joke back, or can I? But as I'm thinking of that, it was too late. I couldn't think of anything clever. I was
I'm sure I would, if I was in that moment, I would be stuck too. I'd be like, oh, you fucker,
you piece of shit. Like, all right, okay. But anyway.
So to answer your question.
Separate vacations.
So to answer your question. I feel like this person's relationship's already over. Because why would you want to be with somebody and take a vacation like alone? Or like not with your significant other? Are they that bad to where you don't want to be around them on a vacation? Unless you just want time to yourself, which I don't know, I haven't been in a relationship in a long time, so I don't know how bad things can be to where like you want to be alone. But if you're that type of person that wants to be alone all the time, then maybe you shouldn't have been in a relationship at the beginning.
You know, I don't disagree with you. My question would be is like, why do you want to take a vacation alone? When I go on vacation, it's to relax. It's to have like that freaky hotel sex. It's
because I'm sure it's so much different than the at-home sex. I'm fucking up somebody else's sheets, not mine.
Yup. Take that, wall. Now I don't have to paint over this stain. You know, I've known couples who have taken vacations alone. I can see certain aspects of it where...
Yeah, like the other person doesn't want to go.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
And...
I want to go to fucking Paris to see the Eiffel Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where the Eiffel Tower is?
Yes.
I had a question myself. I said it so fast.
It's in Eiffel Land.
If I wanted to go there and they want to go there, fuck it. That's what I want to do. If you don't want to go, fuck it. I'm going.
A coworker went to Stagecoach, and her husband was like, I'm not into it. I don't want to go. She's like, well, my nephew, family was going, a couple of friends. He was like, well,
what's up, Jim?
And I can see how, in that situation, okay. But to be like, I'll give you another example. Not quite equal, but last weekend or the weekend before, my stepmom, who's married to my dad, went on a trip with her daughter.
That's
and my
different.
dad. And that's different. So it was kind of like a daughter-mother...
the way this was worded, though, it sounds like they wanted to go on vacation like they didn't want
by
them
themselves.
by themselves. Like
All
they
by themselves.
they didn't want that other person to be with them, the significant other.
And I can kind of... Part of me understands that.
Jim 2 said what's up right now.
Hi, Jim. Hey, Jim. Chinese people are pieces of shit, right? Yeah, see, he agreed with me. I
don't know. I'm blanked out. I don't know what Jim is. So
come back.
I hope he fucking chops your head off.
You told me Japanese, so
I don't remember. I know he speaks Tagalog.
Oh, then he's not.
Well, I know.
Well,
that.
maybe.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
If I speak Spanish, it wouldn't make me Mexican. But
true.
So I can understand actually a vacation by yourself. Like if you wanted to go overnight, you're married and you got kids and you're working a full-time job, you got a full-time house, you have a full-time husband and all of this stuff, and you just want to go overnight to, like, let's say, what is it, Glen Ivy, I think is near us here in like Temecula area. It's a spa.
Yeah.
It's a hotel. So
you get a rub and tug.
I don't think it's that kind of
He is Chinese, asshole.
No, you're a dick, Ricky. He thought you were Japanese.
I never said anything. What are you talking about? I hope he chops your fucking head off.
Jim, don't listen to the first part of this segment. It's just bad.
Yeah, don't listen to like 30 minutes before this because it's not going to be good for you.
Yeah, just skip it. Just skip it off. I can kind of understand, like, hey, you want a short trip to kind of like just like spoil yourself. But I don't consider that like a vacation. For me, a vacation has a destination, things to do, like whereas
penetration
could be. Whereas like Glen Ivy is almost like a spa, like an extended like
that's like a vacation.
And that's kind of where I'm getting at is you go, you relax for a couple of days, It's a reliever. What did it say?
Yes, I'm Salvadorian.
But that's not a vacation. That's almost like a I don't want to say cleansing, but it's like a me day. Like that's a me time to.
I just need like 15 minutes.
I mean, most
for my me time.
Most of us do. Oh, that's guys. So, do I think you're an asshole for wanting separate vacations? Yeah, kind of. I kind of think you're an asshole.
I just think I would want to experience those vacations with that person.
If you're gonna go someplace you've never been, or even someplace that you rarely go, you want to take someone that you're with. Like, I don't know. Yeah. One thing I've always said is like, one cool thing about my fiance and I.
One cool thing.
One cool thing. One of the cool things.
One of many.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't say the one. I didn't say the one.
The one cool thing about my.
I didn't say the one cool thing. I said one cool thing about. We can go places like just the two of us, wherever it might be, and it's like cool. We get along. If you can't, yeah, you're with the wrong person.
What's MB? Go to MB, gentlemen.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's where Robert Kraft went, I think.
Rub and tug? We got another question, or is that it?
Am I the asshole for wanting to leave my boyfriend because of his debt?
Ooh.
What did you do about your boyfriend's debt?
I took it on. Put it in the house.
You refied it for 30 years after that. Yes,
you know, that's an interesting one. I would want more context behind the question, but like if you're with them for a long time and that is like your tipping point to where you decide you don't want to be with that person anymore, it's kind of fucked up because like you just wasted however much time and it's not even over something that they did. I mean, they might have done that in the past, or they might be doing it up to that point. I don't know. I guess I need more context, but I would say it is fucked up. I don't know if you're the asshole, but I think it is fucked up. But then again, I'm going to give you the power to be like, if you're not, if that's not going to make you happy, knowing that you're going to go into a relationship, knowing right off the bat you're going to be in the whole 40, 50, 60, whatever the number is, and see, what if the debt is school? Like, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? What if they went to school and got a master's and next thing you know they're in debt?
Or a doctorate. Like,
80.
I'm about to marry a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon who has $150,000 in debt. Yeah, he'll have it paid off in 6 months. Like, so.
And some doctors don't even pay that stuff off because they end up opening their own place and, and the government's never able to take the money from them because they can't. You know what I mean?
They don't open their own. Not to give any secrets away.
They know, but fucking.
I'll tell you off air how to get around that. Not that I have family in the medical industry who's getting around that aspect of life or anything, but yeah. I'll tell you off air.
That and lawyers, I think they're able to get around that kind of stuff.
But so, asshole or no asshole?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, you're an asshole.
What?
I'm just kidding. No.
Wow, I was hoping we disagree on this one.
No.
God damn it.
No, you are not an asshole for wanting. I think you're giving the wrong answer, by the way. I think you want to say yes. I don't think you're an asshole for wanting to leave your boyfriend.
I really thought you were going to give the other answer. Because I generally feel that.
Like, no, you're not an asshole for wanting to leave their boyfriend because of his debt.
No, I thought you were going to say yes, they are an asshole.
I'm saying no.
Because love is love.
No, I'm saying no. You're not an asshole because assuming that the debt is incurred through spending and not through school or not, I mean, because you bought a house, you were in fucking huge debt.
Yeah.
But it's also secured by property, which
$300K.
When you look at it, it is debt, but it's secured by real property. If this person is in debt because of poor financial choices, then
it could just get worse.
They make poor choices.
They're with them.
Okay.
Or you. Poorest choice of all.
You're with somebody who's making poor choices. That doesn't sound like somebody that you want to build a life with. Now, everybody makes mistakes. Okay? That's why they have bankruptcy. But
would
if
you make them file bankruptcy before you guys moved on in your relationship?
no, I would.
Leave
I
it.
would. No. If okay, so let me finish my thought, and I'll go back to that. No, you're not the asshole for wanting to leave them because of their debt. However, it sounds like their debt is not being controlled, it's not being addressed, and it may be getting worse. Because student loans, for example, have a payment plan. You'll have it paid off in this time. It becomes part of the budget, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I would, and then if it is a student loan, then they have incurred that debt for a purpose. It's offset by knowledge, let's say. Just like if you're a doctor, yeah, you're going to pay that back. So, is it reckless spending that got you in debt? Yes? Then no. Because what's going to happen is you marry that person, that becomes your debt. Now, what I would do is just not marry them. If you want to have a ceremony, fine. Just don't legally marry them until they have that shit paid off. But again, it goes back to the point is, if this is a situation that has occurred and is continuing to occur, you're with someone who's making poor choices. They're just going to end up bringing you down with them. It's much easier to pull someone off of a chair than it is to pull someone up.
So you know what
onto a
trips me
chair.
out? That is kind of on topic, but not really. So like when people get married, right, and they don't have the money to pay for a $20,000 or $30,000 wedding, but yet they still have one.
Yeah.
That's what that kind of shit trips me out. Like, I make decent money.
Mm-hmm.
I own my place.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to meet someone tomorrow and in 6 months I decide I want to marry them,
And she's like, sell the house so I can have a wedding.
yeah, you're fucking crazy. Like, one,
No.
like getting them a ring. Like, I don't even know. Like, I know, like, I think
2 months salary.
2 months salary,
You
right?
could do the
You're
math.
fucking crazy. I am not buying somebody a ring that fucking big.
No.
You're fucking crazy.
You know what you do? You go to Rose Hills and you dig up an old Chinese bitch. She's got jewelry in there. Just get it out.
So
Sorry,
I can't.
Jim knows.
I
Jim
can't
knows.
see myself fucking buying a ring at that dollar amount.
Yeah.
Two, like to pay for a wedding that's $20,000, which is probably on the low end.
That's
Low end.
put a zero for high end weddings.
200,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
Yeah.
people that are having $200,000 weddings are probably they're probably making at least $200,000
Mom
a
and
year.
dad paid for it, bro.
That's crazy too, though.
Chinese people. Jim too. Back me up. That's two things I need you to back me
So
up on,
Jim wrote some interesting things. He said talking about positive and negative debts. Condo is a positive debt. Getting
Yeah.
tables and buying toys
Yeah.
are negative.
Yeah. Jet
Student
skis are
loans is a
negative.
positive.
Yeah. Do you have something that? And there's a reason why you can't declare bankruptcy on student loans. You cannot include it, is because the collateral, what you exchange that debt for is knowledge, and that can't be taken
Because
away.
knowledge
from
is power.
you. It is. But that's different than jet skis and
I know-
FX t-shirts.
I
and
know
shit
we're
like that.
over on time, kind of, or I mean, I guess we could talk as long as we fucking want. But I saw this today, and it made me kind of. It was interesting, and
Horny?
of course, it's not up, and I don't know why. Maybe it's under the real 92.3.
You can give us the gist.
It was a post of, like how much people make if you if you graduated high school versus graduating high school versus got some college versus
Right.
graduating college, and of course they deleted it, but it said somebody with a master's degree makes like $88,000 a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think a master's degree costs?
Oh, over it. Well, there's a lot. There's a lot that goes into that.
But let's just say
you
that's
started a community college, $150K.
So is that worth it?
And over 20, 30 years.
I would say yes, in the aspect of typically, if you have a master's degree, whatever job you're getting, you're gonna have an amazing pension
In that.
in that field, right?
Mhm.
But if you can make that money up front
Right.
and invest it correctly,
Mm-hmm.
who's
You can
to
make
say-
that up.
Who's to say you can't make that up?
I agree.
And that's kind of in the boat that I'm at right now. And I just looked at that, and it made me like,
Laugh.
no, I don't want to say laugh. It
No,
made me justify the decision I made even though I knew that when I was 17, 16 years old, that college wasn't in the
It's
future
not
for
your
me.
place. Yeah.
It wasn't what I was going to do.
Right.
It kind of justified my decision. And not that I needed justification, but I looked at that and I was like, really? You get a master's degree and like the average salary is like 88 grand? Like, that's crazy.
A coworker of mine has a master's degree, and I say coworker, but technically she's one step below me. And no, don't go there. And she's the dumbest person I've fucking met. Like, she just can't get the fucking job.
Well, I joke with Yvette, not your Yvette, but Coco.
Yeah.
She's a smart girl. Like, she really is. She's a smart girl.
Yeah.
But some of the things that like come easy to me, like she just doesn't get. Which I just think there's certain people that have like they're good at like taking tests,
Yes.
and passing classes and whatnot. They're just other people that are like me and they're amazing.
But that's what I don't understand about this person is you would think that someone with a master's degree would be good at the fine details, reading through something, understanding it, and being able to take a test, but even the quality of work isn't great. And this is a girl with a master's degree, and I've had very candid conversations with her boss. She's not getting it. You need to move her. I don't care if she has a master's, 2 masters, whatever it might be. She's not getting it. She just can't do this job. There's book smart, and then there's real world smart, and you need a balance.
So, Jim, I really, really want you to come on the podcast. Hit me up, message me, whatever. So I want to tease this. So hopefully when he does come on, we can talk about it.
Okay.
So Jim is probably one of the smartest people I know. Like he lives
For a Chinese person?
He's fucking smart, dude.
Wow.
And he's a fucking hustler. He's
not one of those lazy Chinese pieces of shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, why are you laughing?
Because the way
I'm
you
just
said it.
kidding.
But I want him to come on because one time
You want him to come on? He's gonna fucking punch me right in the face.
Well, that and I'll be the
Justified.
minority in the fucking group, so that'll be interesting. But he laid out a plan to me, a detailed plan on what he would do if he ever became homeless. Like he thought that deep into how he would get back on his feet
to where
he could be successful again.
Huh.
And I want to end it on that because I know we've already talked a lot longer than we probably wanted to, but I wanted to come on so he could talk about that.
He ain't gonna come on and listen to the first 30
Yeah,
minutes.
don't listen to the first 30 minutes.
Just
Don't
skip
listen
it,
to
Jim.
it. Don't
Just
listen to
skip it,
Jim.
bro. Just, yeah.
So I do want to tell you something before we leave too, because it's going to piss you off. I just noticed that the audio cord wasn't plugged all the way into that, so the first 10 seconds of this is going to sound shitty. All right, guys, have a good one.
Peace.
It wasn't plugged in all the way.
Is that why you've